I need to tell you something that might sound unbelievable at first. Just last month, someone used the same simple thought process I'm about to share with you to manifest $50 million. Not over a lifetime, not over a year, but in just a few weeks. I know it sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's real. This isn't some random tale or a get-rich-quick scheme. It's about understanding the true power of your mind and how it can work with the universe to bring you exactly what you want. When I first heard this story, I couldn't believe it either. It felt like a fantasy, something out of a movie. But when I looked closer, I saw there was something different about the way they thought about money. They didn't just wish for it or hope for it. They trusted a simple, natural process, a process that anyone can use, no matter where they're starting from. And as soon as they did, the money came to them in ways they never expected. You see, the person I'm talking about didn't come from a wealthy family. They didn't have some big secret investment or a special talent. They were just like you and me, someone who wanted more for themselves and their loved ones. But they discovered this way of thinking that flipped everything around. And once they did, doors opened and opportunities flowed in from every direction. It was like the universe finally stopped saying no and started saying yes. I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm telling you because I want you to know that it's possible for you too. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to share exactly how this thought process works. It's not complicated or hard to do. In fact, it's so simple that even a child can do it. And once you learn it, you'll see how easy it is to let money come to you naturally and without stress. But before I do, I want you to take a moment and let yourself feel what it would be like. Imagine checking your bank account and seeing $50 million there. Feel the relief, the freedom, the excitement. Who would you help first? What would you do? How would you live? Let that feeling sink in, because that feeling is a part of the process. It's a signal to the universe that you're ready to let money flow into your life. And trust me, it's more powerful than you might think. Every day, people just like you are tapping into this thought process and discovering that money doesn't have to be a struggle. They're not working themselves to the bone. They're not sacrificing every minute of their lives just to scrape by. They're doing something much simpler, something that aligns them with the flow of money and allows it to come in naturally. This is what I want for you, and it's what we're going to explore together. Let me tell you why this is so important. Most people never see real wealth in their lives because they're stuck in the old way of thinking. They believe money only comes from hard work, long hours, and endless stress. They think that if they're not hustling every second, they'll never have enough. And because they believe that, they create a life that's always a little short, always just out of reach. They live in a world where money feels hard to get, and that's exactly what they keep experiencing. But it doesn't have to be that way. There's a better way, a way that doesn't involve struggle or endless hustle. It's about changing the way you think and feel about money so that it becomes a natural part of your life. When you trust this process, you stop pushing money away without even knowing it. You stop blocking the flow of abundance that's been trying to reach you all along. Here's the real stake. If you don't learn this, you'll keep living in that old pattern. You'll keep feeling like you're stuck, like no matter how hard you try, money just isn't for you. And that's a lie. The truth is, money is for everyone. The universe is full of it. There's more money moving around this planet every day than ever before in history. It's not running out. It's not limited. It's just waiting for you to open up to it. I know you might have doubts. You might be thinking, that's nice, but I've tried everything and nothing works. Or maybe you're worried this is just another story that sounds too good to be true. I get it. I've been there too. But I promise you, this process isn't about luck or chance. It's about a shift inside you, one that changes everything outside you. If you're willing to trust this process, to try it with an open heart and mind, you're going to see how quickly money can start flowing into your life. You're going to see that it's not about being smarter or working harder. It's about letting yourself receive what's already out there. And once you do that, the old struggle with money just melts away. Most people who try to manifest money end up feeling disappointed because they're trapped in the same old patterns without even knowing it. They read all the books, watch all the videos, and try all the techniques, but they don't see real results. And it's not because they're not good enough. It's not because they're doing something wrong. It's because they're missing the one simple truth that makes all the difference. The first mistake is thinking you have to be worthy of money before you can have it. So many people believe they need to prove themselves, work harder, be better, or struggle more before they deserve wealth. They carry this silent belief that if they're not constantly hustling or achieving, they won't be rewarded. But money doesn't work like that. It doesn't care if you're perfect or if you've done enough. Money isn't a prize you earn. It's energy that flows to where it's welcomed. The second mistake is manifesting from a place of need or desperation. I see this all the time. People focus so hard on how much they don't have, on the bills that keep coming in, on the worry that never seems to leave. And even though they're always thinking about money, they're thinking about it in a way that creates more stress and more lack. It's like trying to find love when you feel lonely and unworthy. No matter how hard you look, you're just pushing it further away. Then there's the mistake of making it all too complicated. People think they need to meditate for hours, write endless affirmations, or follow a perfect routine. They get so caught up in doing everything exactly right that they forget what really matters. Manifesting money isn't about how many hours you meditate or how many vision boards you make. It's about how you feel and think about money in the quiet moments of your day, those simple, natural thoughts that decide what you attract. The biggest reason people fail is because they don't see how simple it really is. They think they have to do something special or learn a secret code that only a few people know. But the truth is, this process is already inside you. You've already seen glimpses of it, like when money showed up out of nowhere or when things worked out better than you expected. Those were signs that you already have this power. You just need to learn how to use it on purpose every single day. Here's the most important thing to remember. Money doesn't respond to pressure. It doesn't respond to fear or need. It responds to calm, clear intention. When you stop chasing it like it's something outside of you and start seeing it as something that flows naturally to you, everything shifts. You're no longer fighting for scraps or worrying about how to get by. You're opening up to a new way of being, one where money is a partner, not an enemy. Money isn't just paper bills or numbers on a screen. It's energy, just like everything else in this universe. The way you think about it decides how easily it flows to you or how much you block it from coming in. Most of us were taught that money is tied to how hard we work or how worthy we are. We learned that if we don't sweat and struggle, we don't deserve it. But here's the truth. Money doesn't care about how hard you work or how much you think you deserve. It's not a judge or a jury. It's just energy that responds to your thoughts and feelings. Think about the sun. It shines on everyone equally, no matter who they are or what they've done. Money works the same way. It's always there, always flowing, always ready to come into your life. The only thing that decides whether it reaches you is whether you let it in. And letting it in is all about your mindset and your beliefs. When you believe that money is hard to get, that belief pushes it away. When you believe that money flows easily to you, that's exactly what happens. Imagine standing in a river. If you fight the current and try to control where the water goes, you just wear yourself out. But if you relax and let the water carry you, you flow naturally with it. Money is like that river. You don't need to force it. You just need to allow it to carry you where you want to go. The more you relax and trust the process, the easier it is for money to flow into your life. You might think that trusting money this way is risky or naive, but the real risk is in holding on to the old beliefs that keep you stuck. When you keep thinking you need to work harder, prove yourself, or be someone special to receive money, you block the natural flow. You make money something you chase instead of something that comes to you. And that's why so many people feel like they're always falling behind, no matter how hard they try. The spiritual truth is simple. Money is a part of the abundant universe you live in. It's not limited or scarce. It's not something that only special people get. It's here for everyone, including you. When you open your mind to this truth, you start to see opportunities you never saw before. You begin to attract money in ways that feel natural and effortless. And that's when everything changes, not just in your bank account, but in your whole life. Most people spend their lives wanting money. They think about it all the time, how much they need it, how little they have, how hard it is to get. But wanting money creates a wall between you and it. It sends a signal to the universe that you don't have it, that it's something far away, something you have to fight for. And as long as you stay in that place of wanting, you keep money at a distance. Allowing, on the other hand, is about trusting that money is already on its way to you. It's like planting a seed and trusting it to grow. You don't have to stare at the dirt every day and beg it to sprout. You know that as long as you water it and give it sunlight, it will grow naturally. Money works the same way. When you think of it as something that's always flowing to you, you open the door for it to enter your life. Think of breathing. You don't spend every minute of your day worrying about where your next breath will come from. You just trust that the air is there and that you'll always have enough. That's exactly how you need to think about money. It's not about being lazy or ignoring your bills. It's about shifting from chasing to receiving. It's about trusting that money is like air, always there, always flowing, always ready to fill your life. When you shift from wanting to allowing, everything changes. You stop feeling desperate. You stop feeling like you have to prove yourself or work yourself into the ground to get ahead. You start to feel calm, confident, and at peace with the flow of money in your life. And from that place, money comes more easily than you ever imagined. This shift isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a new way to think. When you see a bill, instead of panicking, you think, money flows to me so easily that this bill is already paid. When you want something, instead of worrying about the cost, you think, money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. You're not forcing yourself to believe something you don't feel. You're simply choosing to see money as a natural, easy part of your life. The moment you make this shift, you'll feel lighter. You'll feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. And that's when money starts showing up in ways you never expected. It's not magic. It's the natural result of aligning your thoughts with the abundance that's already around you. Now let's talk about the exact thought process that unlocks the flow of money into your life. It's so simple that it might surprise you, but don't let that simplicity fool you. It's powerful beyond words. This process is about changing the way you think about money so that it becomes as natural to you as breathing. It's about letting go of the old habits of worry, stress, and doubt, and opening up to the abundance that's already waiting for you. Start by telling yourself, money naturally flows to me. Let that thought sink in. Say it to yourself like it's the most normal thing in the world, not as a wish or a hope, but as a simple statement of fact. Just like you'd say, the sun rises every morning, or I always have enough air to breathe. You're not trying to convince yourself or fight against what you see in your bank account. You're just choosing to think in a way that lines up with the flow of money. When you see a bill, instead of feeling panic or stress, think, money flows to me so easily that this bill is already paid. When you go shopping or think about making a purchase, instead of worrying about whether you can afford it, think, money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. These thoughts are not just words, they're signals to the universe that you're open to receiving. They're like opening a window to let the fresh air in. The most important part of this process is to make it feel natural. Don't try to force excitement or fake a smile. Just let it be as calm and natural as breathing. When you can think about money without stress, without need, and without worry, you create a space for it to flow in. It's like opening a door that's been closed for too long. The air was always outside, waiting. You just needed to open the door and let it in. This process works because it aligns your thoughts with the energy of money. It stops you from pushing money away with feelings of fear or lack. Instead, it lets you receive it as a natural part of your life. And when you do this consistently, you'll see how money starts to flow to you in ways you never expected. Opportunities will appear. People will show up to help you. Unexpected gifts and bonuses will come your way. It's not luck. It's the natural result of aligning your mind with abundance. Keep practicing this thought process every day. The more natural it feels, the more powerful it becomes. And remember, you don't need to force it. Just think of money the same way you think of breathing, something that's always there for you, always flowing, always abundant. And when you do that, you'll be amazed at how quickly your financial world begins to change. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools to help you connect with the energy of money. But not all visualization works the same way. Many people try to imagine themselves with money while still feeling lack or stress deep inside. That's like trying to drive a car with one foot on the gas and the other on the brake. It just won't work. The trick is to visualize money as your natural state, not as a goal you have to fight for. Close your eyes and imagine checking your bank account, but do it as casually as checking the weather. See the balance showing $50 million, but don't get excited or worried. Just notice it like you would notice that it's a sunny day outside. This may feel strange at first, but it's exactly what your mind needs to accept abundance as normal. When you treat wealth like an everyday part of your life, your energy shifts. You start to feel wealthy inside, even before the money arrives. Take this visualization further. See yourself buying what you want, but with the same ease as picking up groceries. See yourself helping others, sharing your money as naturally as holding a door open. Feel the calm and peace of knowing that money is flowing to you and through you. The goal is to make wealth feel ordinary, not special or rare. When you do this regularly, you retrain your mind to expect abundance instead of scarcity. Practice this for 5 minutes every morning and 5 minutes every night. During the day, when you notice worries about money, pause and switch your thoughts back to this calm, natural state. Picture your bank account, your spending, your giving, all flowing smoothly and easily. Over time, this simple daily practice rewires your subconscious mind and helps your outer reality catch up with your inner vision. Remember, it's not about escaping reality or ignoring your current situation. It's about creating a new reality in your mind that feels safe and real. When your mind accepts this new reality, your life will follow. You'll find yourself naturally moving toward opportunities, feeling more confident, and attracting money in ways you never thought possible. Manifestation is not just about thinking differently once or twice. It's about building daily habits that support your new money mindset. These habits don't need to be complicated or time-consuming. In fact, the simplest habits are often the most powerful because they become a natural part of your day. Start each morning by spending 5 minutes feeling wealthy. Don't think about money or your bills. Just feel the peace and joy of having all you need. Imagine your bank account full, your bills paid, and your freedom secured. Do this before you check your phone or look at your real bank balance. This sets the tone for your entire day. Throughout the day, practice what I call wealth breathing. Every time you spend money, even if it's just a small purchase, take a deep breath and say silently, "More money is already flowing back to me." When you pay bills, smile and think, "Money flows both ways, and it always returns multiplied." This simple habit rewires your relationship with money, turning spending from a source of stress into a source of confidence. At night, before you go to sleep, review your day through the eyes of abundance. Don't focus on what you couldn't afford or the bills ahead. Instead, feel grateful for everything money brought to your life today: the roof over your head, the food you ate, the clothes you wore. Gratitude from a place of abundance, not lack, attracts more good into your life. By making these habits a daily routine, you build a strong foundation for manifesting wealth. They keep your mind tuned to the frequency of abundance and prevent old worries from creeping back in. Over time, you'll find these habits feel as natural as brushing your teeth, and the results will speak for themselves. Doubt is one of the biggest blocks you'll face on your manifestation journey. Your mind might tell you, "This isn't working," or "It's too good to be true." When that happens, remember, doubt is just your old programming trying to protect you. It's like a familiar but outdated software running in the background. Thank your mind for trying to help, but gently return your focus to the new thought patterns you're building. Negative people around you can also be a challenge. They might laugh at your new mindset or tell you you're unrealistic. Here's a secret: you don't have to explain or defend yourself. Just smile, thank them for their concern, and keep your eyes on your vision. Their doubt cannot stop your manifestation unless you let it. Protect your energy by surrounding yourself with supportive people or by spending time alone with your thoughts. Another tricky block is what I call the evidence trap. This happens when you look at your current bank account and let it shake your faith. Remember, your present financial situation is the result of your old thought patterns. It's like looking in the rearview mirror while trying to drive forward. When you catch yourself doing this, consciously shift your focus to how you want your finances to be, not how they are right now. Fear of success can also hold you back. Sometimes we push money away because we're afraid of how it might change our lives or relationships. If you notice this fear, remind yourself that money only amplifies who you already are. If you're a good person, money will help you do more good. Embrace success as a positive force that supports your true self. Now that you know the exact thought process to manifest $50 million, it's time to take action. Understanding is not enough. You must start practicing this process every day. Reset your mental programming, shift your thoughts from wanting to allowing, and use the visualization and habits to keep your energy flowing. Remember, the universe doesn't know the difference between $50 and $50 million. The process is the same. Start where you are, be consistent, and watch how your life begins to change. The only thing standing between you and massive wealth is the decision to begin. This isn't just about money. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. It's about stepping into your power and creating the life you deserve. The universe wants you to be wealthy and to thrive. Now you have the tools to make it happen. Take a moment now to commit to this new way of thinking. Decide that from today forward, you will welcome money with open arms. Your job is to maintain this new thought pattern and let the universe handle the how. The money is already there, waiting for you to receive it. Share your commitment below. Tell us when you start seeing signs. And if this message touched your heart, like the video and subscribe for more guidance to help you manifest the life you deserve. You're not just manifesting money, you're manifesting freedom, impact, and the ability to help others. The world needs more wealthy, conscious people like you. Peace, abundance, and 50 million blessings to you.